Hey everyone, I'm Unicorn, aka Unicorn Light 44. Today I wanted to make the Cullen house from Twilight in Heartopia. I first, of course, made my character look like Bella. I had to for this build. And here's the final product. It took me about 50 minutes to do. I had multiple references of what other creators have done. I've seen people do it on Minecraft, Sims, and a few other different places. So I was really excited to do this build. And I think it came out amazing. Okay, the first thing you want to do is lay out your flooring first. So that's going to be our first floor, is that one right there. You want to make sure it doesn't take up all of your land because you're going to do a porch on both the ground and the second floor. And of course, for the garage that they have, you're going to leave that empty, and we'll come back to that later. Super quick and easy to do. Very simple for the first floor at least. The rest of it, it gets a little more complex. So instead of doing the small wall, you're going to do the large wall first and the small wall on top of that. And it will help later when you are painting the outside of your house for it to look like that garage look. And of course, doing the same thing, the layout before you put the small wall on top of it. Make sure you like where your front porch is positioned. And if you're going to do stairs like I do later on, make sure to keep the front row completely cleared. Right here is when I realized that I messed up on my floor plan and I had to go back and fix it because the stairs could not go in front like the Cullen house has. So I go ahead, delete all of that. And then I also realized that the Cullen house isn't as big as what I was making it. So I thought I'd go ahead and delete some of the house and fix the front porch, make it bigger. And you'll actually see this benefited me in the long run when making this home. I love how easy it is to build in Heartopia. It's not easy to go back and fix many mistakes, but it is a fun time. And of course, the Cullens have a lot of windows in their house all over the place. It's a very see-through house, which go them if they have the confidence to do that. And there we go. That is the front porch with the front of the house. I think it is turning out to look amazing. Then you just take the flooring all the way across to make that porch feel for the top floor. Which this is the hardest part, is getting it to be the top porch feel because they have such an odd shape for theirs. So I kind of just did the best I could. There's also a porch on the side, which is why I left that empty. And again, just take multiple reference pictures of people who have built it or videos of people building it. You kind of just want the reference and you just make it your own later on down the road. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can go back and edit it later on. And there you go. It's starting to look like the Cullen house. It will look a lot better once you get the painting on there. And the bottom floor is black, the middle floor is brown, and the top floor is black again. It kind of gives it a cool feel, and it will look great in the end. And in Heartopia, you don't have to wait to go ahead and paint the walls. I like to do it after the build is finished, just in case I have to go back and fix something before, which I have to do that a lot because I made a lot of mistakes here and there. But like Bob Ross says, they're not mistakes, just happy little accidents. And as you saw right there, I went ahead and changed the color of the windows, but I realized the windows will be a wrong color in a few minutes, so I will fix that definitely down the road. There we go. And of course, again, they have so many windows to their home, so go crazy with them. The more windows on it, the more it looks like their home. And I saw that they had a pillar on their porch. I am still unsure if I'm going to keep that though. I'm not a huge fan of it. Go ahead and make that little room again. Again, just always go back to your reference photo. That is the easiest thing you can do to make sure it comes out the way you want it. And we're going to move on to the third floor, the final floor. It gets a little tricky in Heartopia because it doesn't always want to go as high as a third floor. So I definitely struggled here in the end. But again, you will see that going back and redoing something or fixing something that you don't like will benefit you because I thought it would look cool with that little wall up there. You know, it could be like a porch. I did not like that in the end. And of course, there will be a part two of me doing the inside of the house, which I am so excited to do. Especially Edward's room. That is going to be the funnest. I don't worry too much of what the back of the house will look like. I still care and do a little here and there about it. But again, I don't see the point in it, to be honest. Uh, yes, people can see it from behind, but the front of the Cullen's house is what makes it stand out. And I definitely didn't want to be like everybody else and just have the simple house. I wanted to have something a little different. And look at that, it's coming together. I'm so excited for the end of this build and for this to be my home. Because look at how cute it is already. It's just, It's such a fun build if you stick with it. It takes a lot of time and effort, um, and being okay with making mistakes here and there, but it comes out amazing. I, of course, did not finish recording, and I am so sorry about that, but go ahead and do a flat top for the roof, put windows everywhere, and paint it how you want it. It will look cool any way that anybody paints it. It is just an amazing house as it is. And I had so much fun doing this. Comment below if you want to see any other houses.